Educational Foundation, that's PMIEF. The Africa Regional Company of the Year competition is the culminating event for students who have completed the flagship JA Company program, which is an entrepreneurship program that gives high school students globally the opportunity to start and run their own businesses during the course of an academic year. The students who are representing their countries today have gone through qualification rounds and emerged as national winners in their countries. And now they get to compete at the regional level. This year, remember, we are hosted virtually on the beautiful island of Mauritius. Woo! We have an exciting lineup of activities ahead as well, so you want to make sure to stick around today, tomorrow, and on Saturday. It's a full 3-day event you don't want to miss out on. Also, we have some great news for you, so stay tuned all the way. We'd like to begin today's activities first and foremost with the opening remarks from our very own CEO of JA Africa. Shall we welcome Simi Nwogugu.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the 11th annual JA Africa Company of the Year competition. This year, I was hoping to see you all in the beautiful island of Mauritius, but as this pandemic continues to threaten our safety, we have opted to have the competition virtually a second time. Our hosts in Mauritius have worked extra hard to ensure that we enjoy the delights of this subtropical island as if we're right there. So I'm sipping my glass of Aluda as I welcome you today. I was so proud to watch some of the National Company of the Year competitions in December, as innovative student teams battled for the opportunity to represent their countries at this competition. We're bringing together Africa's most impressive high school entrepreneurs for this contest. Our Africa COY is a culminating event of the JA Company program, which is a 16-week-long business training program that equips young people with business skills needed for entrepreneurial success. Working in teams, the students apply their skills by starting their own companies while in school. They design, produce, market, and sell their products and services, giving them real-world exposure to the world of business. Despite school closures and several other challenges the students have faced, they have displayed enormous resilience as they built their various businesses. This is why the COY 2021 theme is Innovating with Grit. 9 student teams from Côte d'Ivoire, Eswatini, Kenya, Mauritius, Nigeria, South Africa, Uganda, Zambia, and Zimbabwe are competing for the coveted title of Africa Company of the Year. Who are you backing this year? Students, I'm so proud of you. Regardless of who takes home the trophy on Saturday, you're all winners to me, and I commend you all for your resilience, overcoming challenges from pandemic variants to lockdowns to inflation, even political tensions in your countries to get your teams here today. Please give yourselves multiple rounds of applause. You deserve all the accolades and so much more. My deep gratitude to the teachers and mentors who have supported your journey thus far. So let me give a special shout out to the teachers and volunteers who supported these schools to this competition today. I apologize if I mispronounce your school name. You're all in my heart. TSF Bouake School from Côte d'Ivoire, Vula Mansango High School from Eswatini, Nova Pioneer Tattoo Girls High School from Kenya, Government Secondary School Etoi from Nigeria, Dr. Maurice Curie State College from Mauritius, Northwood School and Danvik Park Girls High School from South Africa, St. Henry's College Kitovu from Uganda, Hillside Girls Secondary School from Zambia, and Evelyn High School from Zimbabwe. We would not be here without our exceptional sponsors who have stuck with us despite economic downturns and budget cuts and various other challenges we've faced in the past year. So please join me in giving a collective round of applause for them as well. Our headline sponsors, FedEx and City Foundation, you have been with us since its inception, now 11 years. We're so grateful for your support, your commitment to impacting the lives of Africa's youth, and being a part of the success stories of our participants. To enhance the impact of the company program, JA continues to partner with organizations that keep the curriculum fresh and relevant to what our youth need, especially as the world becomes more digital and skills-based. Therefore, we're extremely grateful for the partnership with the Project Management Institute and their educational foundation, PMIEF, for infusing project management principles into our company program and for sponsoring a prize for the team that best demonstrates those principles in managing their business. We're also very grateful to Tomorrow Foundation, who's not only providing opportunities for our French-speaking students to continue participating in the company program, they have also joined our Digital Innovation Committee and they are returning sponsors of the Future Tech Award. Thank you for equipping our students with digital and entrepreneurial skills required for the future of work. Benefit of going virtual is that it allows us to have a great lineup of speakers. I'm excited to hear from Mr. Peter Njonjo, who's the very definition of innovating with grit. As the company he founded, Twiga Foods, has continued to innovate to solve food supply problems across Africa, supporting local farmers to get their products out to major retailers at fair prices. I'm so sure that our students will learn a lot from him. I'm also looking forward to hearing from our hosts from JA Mauritius, Michelle, our executive director in Mauritius, as well as Anusha, the board chair, and Sebastian LeBlanc. And our leaders, my bosses, Ashish Advani, the CEO of JA Worldwide, and Charles Muyela, the chairman of JA Africa's board of directors. It's a very impressive lineup. It has been a month-long competition culminating in this weekend's event, and I want to especially thank our judges for making out time over the past month to read financial reports, interview students, and prepare for this weekend's final events. Again, this year, we get to enjoy the benefit of having judges from across Africa and even outside Africa, making it a truly global event. Thank you to our ever-ready head judge and now JA Africa board member, Camille Blair, all the way from the United States. Thank you for your consistent dedication and commitment to JA. This year, Camille is joined by co-head judge, Udeshni Galetti, who enjoyed being a judge last year and is back to do the difficult work of selecting a winner. I do not envy any of you. Deep gratitude also goes to our new judges this year, Hilda Kraha, whose organization is supporting our partnership strategy to increase job linkages to youth. Also on this year's panel of judges are Roshan Ramoli, Director, Linear Arc Solutions, and William Gungadu, JA alumnus and an entrepreneur we're very proud of. And of course, finally, Kola Olofimboba, who recently got introduced to JA Africa and has already supported us both financially and in kind with his time. I want to especially also thank our signature judges from FedEx, especially Pam Johnson, who supports us every year, and several other colleagues from FedEx. We have signature judges also from City Foundation, PMIEF, and Tomorrow Foundation. We're truly blessed to have the support of so many committed individuals. Thank you. My final appreciation goes to all the executive directors, program managers, and staff of all the JA member nations across Africa, and the regional team here at The Rock, who have worked hard to get students here today. I'm blessed to call you all my colleagues as we work together to prepare youth across Africa for future success. I learn from all of you every day, and Africa is blessed to have you. Please join me in applauding the teams from JA Africa and all the countries in which we operate. With each virtual edition, we get creative. In addition to the Public Choice Award this year, we're also presenting a prize for the member nation with the most online and virtual engagement. You get to make that decision. So please be sure to watch the pitches, click the link, and vote. Now relax with your tropical drink, enjoy all we have in store for you, and thank you, and see you later.
Thank you, Sibi, for those wise words. Really exciting news. The JA member nation with the highest engagement online wins a prize. Did you hear that? With the highest engagement. Come on, let's get interactive online. Let's let the whole world know what we are up to right here. Share your thoughts with us using the hashtag AfricaCOY21. It's one word. Hashtag AfricaCOY21. Also, we're right here on YouTube, so make sure to hit the subscribe button. Subscribe, just like and follow at JA Africa on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, and on TikTok. It's at JA Africa. All right, now we would want to get into a few more speeches. Next up, remarks by the Vice Prime Minister, Minister of Education, Tertiary Education, Science and Technology of Mauritius. Let's welcome Honorable Mrs. Lila Devi Dukun Lachamun,
CEO of the Junior Achievement Worldwide and Junior Achievement Leadership, Board of Directors, event funders and judges, students and mentors, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, greetings to you all. On behalf of the Government of Mauritius and in my own name, I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all of you to this 11th edition of the Junior Achievement Africa Company of the Year competition. Let me express my deep appreciation to the Junior Achievement community for giving the local branch the opportunity to host this event. As we know, this is the second year running that the competition is going virtual, and if nothing else, this certainly reflects the indomitable spirit of the Junior Achievement to never give up despite the odds created by the global pandemic. A warm welcome as well to our youthful participating teams from the 9 countries. Please join me in having a show of hands for all of them. They well deserve it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have all been traditionally talking of Africa needing game-changing leaders. Our continent is called upon to rely on future captains of industry who would have to learn from an early age to be mentally agile, to show capacity to develop and act upon business concepts based on well-thought-through ideas. That's where our youth will yield rich dividends for Africa. Now is the time to provide confirmation that youth indeed are the major drivers of change and transformation. This engagement, their energy, creativity, and innovative perspectives are essential to face and overcome the daunting challenges, both present and future, that our continent faces today and will confront tomorrow. In short, we are speaking here of young persons who, tomorrow, through their ingenuity, their savoir-faire, and especially their entrepreneurial skills, will demonstrate African capability, showcase African talent, and project to the fore the unique African identity. But this requires that we empower our youth right from an early age. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know such empowerment can only come through an enhancement of the provision of experiential learning opportunities so as to prepare our youth for their professional lives in the 21st century. And financial literacy, work readiness, and entrepreneurship are among the core skills which we have to help youth develop so they can operate in what Brookings Institute has called industries without smokestacks. I believe this is where we must hand it to the Junior Achievement Leadership for having identified its appropriate niche area. It has systematically striven to empower the young people to own their economic success by enhancing the relevance of education through its programs and projects. Thus, Junior Achievement Mascaret has been a privileged education partner in Mauritius and has certainly impacted the lives of quite a number of young persons in their drive for economic self-reliance. Congratulations for this Junior Achievement Leadership. I would here make bold to suggest that in addition to the spirit of financial literacy and entrepreneurship, the leadership could also inculcate in our youth, right from an early age, the spirit of collaboration, of mutual support in strengthening the bonds that exist among our countries. If illustratively, the students from the Mascarin region could work together to propose ways and means of tapping the marine resources that are a common heritage, those from the continent could certainly suggest novel approaches for inter-country uplift and solidarity at different levels. I believe this would help our youth evolve and grow with a new mindset. Let me now have a few words for the participating teams. Dear students, for the next 3 days, you will be presenting your products, your creative ideas to a select panel of business professionals and influencers from the continent. Obviously, your capacity to demonstrate your grit, your capacity for planning and managing funds, among others, will be judged. But keep in view that judges normally set high standards and glory does not come by mere calling. Such competitions thrive on the demonstration of the skill of hard sell when making a pitch of your business ideas. Being specific, empathetic, convincing, and above all, extroverted and honest is part of the drill. And mastering these and such others in themselves is a fundamental life skill. On the other hand, I know you are animated by the powerful desire to bag the grand prize of the Company of the Year and other branded awards. However, whatever be the outcome, and obviously, I wish you all the very best. Never forget that you are all winners in your own right. As an African proverb puts it, a successful man can lay a firm foundation even with the bricks that are thrown at him. Unquote. I now have the immense pleasure to formally declare the virtual 2021 Junior Achievement Africa Company of the Year competition open. And I thank you all for your kind attention.
Thank you, Vice Prime Minister and Minister of Education. Very, very insightful speech right there. Thank you so much. And on that note, I'd like to find out from you as well. What have you learned so far? What are your key takeaways from all of the speeches? Let me know using the hashtag AfricaCoY21. I'll take it again. The hashtag is AfricaCoY21. Let's get interactive. You can let me know on Twitter, on Instagram. If you have any, photographs that you'd like to take to show us where you are right now, you can do so and use the hashtag as well. Well, now that we have been officially welcomed to Mauritius, you know what time it is. Let's take a tour. Annually. That is such a beautiful place, Mauritius. It's one of the places that I've always dreamt of visiting. It's actually on my bucket list of places to visit. I need to see Mauritius, and I'm sure you do too. Thank you for that tour. Absolutely appreciated. Now, I would like to hear from the board chair of JA Mauritius, Anusha Manik. Let's go.
Program directors, the J leadership team, board directors, the J community, distinguished guests. It gives J Mascarin an immense pleasure to be hosting this year the Company of the Year competition 2021, which also happens to be the second virtual edition following the last one held in Eswatini. Well, I wish to congratulate the J Africa team for having swiftly adapted to the pandemic and thus successfully maintain this event virtually. Well, similar to a lot of organizations, J Mascarin finds itself today at crossroads as restrictions have been placed on the physical delivery of programs in schools, especially during the last 2 years. Well, we have had to adapt our programs accordingly within the current circumstances, and we at J Mascarin had to actually reinvent to be able to attain our objectives. Well, in 2021, we actually delivered some 16 programs, out of which 4 were completely online. The local competition of the Company of the Year was actually held completely virtual, and we reached to some 2,750 participants, bringing our total reach to circa 98,000 participants since inception. Well, I wish to extend my gratitude to the sponsors who have supported us through these years and believed in our mission, and without whom we would not have reached such heights. The Company of the Year is a great platform for the young to-be entrepreneurs to showcase their inherent creativity, talents, and dedication. Actually, essentials for cruising the business world. Such competition enthuses our young generation to think out of the box, embrace risk-taking and innovation, and try out different ideas. Well, congratulations to all such participants who are actually today on this platform and who have successfully made it to the final. And also, they are currently representing their respective countries. I hope that you pursue your passion for business and shine as successful entrepreneurs and experts in your fields. Well, on this note, I would want to wish all these participants the very best for this competition, and may the best win. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And now it's time to meet our 9 competing teams. Let us know which one of these teams you are representing. Which of these countries are you representing? Where are you standing? Let us know. First and foremost, Côte d'Ivoire. Eswatini. Kenya. Mauritius. Nigeria. South Africa. Uganda, Zambia, Zimbabwe, I can feel the cheer already. Keep typing. Which one of these countries is yours? Which one of these is number one? Let's know in the live chat. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And as you already know, the theme for this year, the 11th edition, is innovating with grit. Innovating with grit. And we have a very special guest here with us today to give his remarks. His life mantra is based on a famous Mark Twain quote, which is, "They did not know it was impossible, so they did it." In 2009, he launched his own web agency that naturally evolved into a fintech company on the intuition that there was a gap to be filled in the market of smart payments. Through a passion for disruptive, innovative, and paradigm-changing technology and concepts, his exciting business, MIPS, offers modern and effective ways for businesses and their stakeholders to transform the act of payment at the core of their operations. Let's welcome Sebastien Leblanc.
Hi, I'm Sebastien Leblanc from MIPS. I am a so-called digital Darwinist, innovator, entrepreneur, and I will talk about innovating stuff within the COVID pandemic. Innovation has a lot to do with habits. Myself, since I'm very young, or perhaps not as young like that, but I think 6, 7 years old, I feel the same sensation as today when I see an object or a concept, not to use it as its primary goal, which the inventor invented it for. Sorry for English, guys. My mother tongue is French, but okay, I cope with. But to extrapolate to what it was not meant for. I will give you a simple example. When I was young, I was a little bit isolated kid. And I don't know the English word, a frisbee. Is it correct? Frisbee, guys? Okay. A frisbee. And a frisbee is meant to be played by 2 people. But when you have no friends, and you have a frisbee, what do? You see that there is wind. Hey, perhaps if I have a good angle and a good approach of a frisbee, perhaps that if I send it like that, it will come back into my hand. And therefore, I invented a sort of boomerang field frisbee, which was not meant to be invented by the initial guy who invented the frisbee. That's one thing. I would like to gravitate around 3 points concerning innovation. The first of all, and I'm sorry, it's really personal points, perhaps you won't agree, but this is really my personal experience. Innovation, if not contextual, is just a show-off. Whoa, what is a contextual innovation? Let us take an example. Here in Mauritius, for example, having a swimming pool in your garden is not considered as an innovation. You know, the company who puts the swimming pool in your garden is not an innovating one. But if you have to install the same swimming pool in the middle of a Sahara, for example, that becomes an innovation. It is a contextual innovation. A swimming pool in Mauritius is not an innovation. A swimming pool in the center of a Sahara is an innovation. Therefore, copying what is being made in other countries and just put it in Mauritius or in your country is not an innovation. This is just importation. This is not innovation. My friend, you may also have noticed that biology also innovated recently. There's a little thing called COVID. You may have noticed it. You also. I talked previously about contextual innovation. Contextual, whoa. Therefore, take advantage of the situation that COVID put in place. Innovate contextually within the COVID state of mind of the population, of a civilization. Do not innovate upon fear of people, never, but COVID, yes, is now a societal, something in our culture, in our civilization. Therefore, take advantage of this situation, not by playing on the fears of people, but by playing on the new, I don't like this word, but I will nevertheless use it, on the new normal. I am not talking about one people, two people. I'm not talking about one country, two country. I am talking about an entire civilization who is waiting for new tools to cope with this new normal. Therefore, my friend, take advantage of this so-called new normal by giving solutions not to one people, two people, one country, two country, but to an entire civilization who is waiting for tools to cope with this strange situation we are living. The second thing to know about innovation is that a forecasted innovation, well, is not an innovation. Sorry, I'm really sorry. If someone asks you to draw a business plan of your innovation, you have a problem. I don't know if you know how to surf. A surfer, when you want to take a wave, you don't wait for the wave to be below your surf. You start to swim to anticipate the wave. It's the same thing with innovation. If you start to have figures to prove that something that does not exist yet will work, there's a problem, because if figures exist about your innovation, that is a proof that it is not an innovation. An innovation must not have figures. This is the basics about innovation. Therefore, if you have too many data concerning your innovation, rest a while, step back and think about it. Perhaps it's not an innovation. The third and last thing about innovation, to know if really you are doing and innovating stuff or not. Think about something. Will you, or have you, if you already made this innovating stuff, did you go or will you go apparently through 3 steps? First, you must be considered as ridiculous. Hey, who is this silly guy or this silly girl trying to put in the market this thing? I don't understand what is this thing. He's so ridiculous. There is not even a business plan. The second thing, after being ridiculous, is to become dangerous. That's the interesting part. And this is where often innovators, when they are entrepreneurs, falls down. When you become dangerous, because when you are dangerous, you have enemies, and enemies will start to hate you. But that's a good news. That's a good news. Because the next step after being dangerous is to become evident, the evidence. Hey, of course, I have always support this guy or this girl. Therefore, if you want to be sure that the stuff you are inventing is really meant to be an innovation, think about it. Will it be first considered as ridiculous? Will it secondly be considered as dangerous? And thirdly, will it be considered as an evidence? I would have a fourth personal, because it's not my theory, it's a known theory. If I would have a fourth evidence you must go through, is to become an example. The level up after being an evidence is to become an example. But you may want also to have your own company. Please, beware of something. Do not confuse becoming a businessman and an entrepreneur. This is 2 complete different things. The entrepreneur thinks about his business. The businessman puts money in a new business. Therefore, if you have an entrepreneur, if you want to become an entrepreneur and an innovator, have and stay with an entrepreneur mindset. Thank you.
Thank you, Sebastian. Seasoned entrepreneur with a special focus on innovation. Woo, I love what he said, and I love the fact that he mentioned that innovation without context is a show-off. Don't simply import, my people. Innovate. Oh, innovate with grit. Look out for problems in your community and then provide the most substantial solutions innovatively. Oh, Great speech. Thank you so much, Sebastian. Truly, truly appreciated. And all of this was made possible by our sponsors. Our headline sponsors for this year's competition are FedEx and City Foundation. We also appreciate our gold sponsors, Tomorrow Foundation and Project Management Institute Educational Foundation, PMIEF, for supporting us again this year. Woo! It's been a really good day. And before we wrap up on day one, let's do something fun. Why not? Let's do the Children of All Colors dance. This song by Duke's Bridge School teaches us about the people of Mauritius, and our students across the continent put this dance together to give us a taste of Mauritian culture. So you know this, you know that, this is one of my favorite dances, yeah, and you know what? Let's do this. Make sure to join in, shake a little bit, bump to the beat, and anwale! Left me to do that alone. I hope you got into it as well. This has been so much fun, so insightful as well. Thank you so much for staying with us and being interactive. It's truly appreciated. And now, sadly, the competition continues tomorrow with the students pitching their businesses to the panel of judges. That's also very exciting, so make sure that you don't miss it at all. Quick announcement before we go. Quick announcement. Voting is still open for the Public Choice Award. So make sure you click the link below. It's also been posted in the chat section. So check that out. Watch the video commercials for the competing teams at the link, and also vote for your favorite by checking the box on the left of each video. Let's stay interactive, shall we now? This is your moment. Follow at JA Interactive on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's at JA Africa. Woo! This has been good. Now, you remember I mentioned at the beginning that I have some exciting news, remember? Yes. Well, this is the time. The news is that JA Worldwide, hold up, listen up. JA Worldwide has been nominated for the 2022 Nobel Peace Prize. Woo! How cool is that? Like, how cool is that? And as part of the JA Network, we at JA Africa are honored to be considered for this most prestigious of all awards. So join us tomorrow for the team pitches. Expect nothing but innovation, and what? More innovation from our students. Look, my people, it's going to be absolutely exciting. You can't miss it. 1 p.m. GMT right here. My name is Crystal Kwame Ayi. I have been your host for today. Catch you tomorrow. Till then, au revoir.
Right now, there are millions of people going about their daily lives. Some are facing hard times, and others just need a little help. It might be needing a warm meal, access to clean water, or help starting a new business. It could be reliable, climate-friendly transportation, a place to get a potentially life-saving vaccine, or even relief on the worst days of their lives. It's our goal to positively impact 50 million people by our 50th anniversary in 2023. FedEx Cares 50 by 50. Follow the journey on FedExCares.com.
In just a few years, Africa will have the largest workforce in the world. How we prepare our youth today for the 21st century workforce will determine the future of entire economies, not just in Africa, but beyond. JA Africa's relationship with Citi started as far back as 1999, and Citi has been an incredible supporter of JA's work in Africa. Citi has a program called Pathway to Progress, which is really about youth employment, youth economic opportunity, and youth skills enhancement. And that's, of course, very much aligned with everything that JA is about.
Pathways to Progress is a commitment by Citi Foundation to impact the lives of young people in cities around the world. It is Citi and the Citi Foundation's response to the persistent issue of youth unemployment globally. Pathways to Progress initiative supports programs that help young people ages 16 to 24, helps them build an entrepreneurial mindset, acquire leadership, financial and workplace skills, and begin to engage in the formal economy through a first job.
Since the beginning of our engagement with Citi, we've been reaching about 4,000 students per year through the company program in its time, and we've also created over 800 different enterprises. It's a very important relationship for us, but it's not just important because of the source of funding and the size of funding, which is of course very useful for us as a nonprofit organization. It's important because it's a match where we are aligned in what we're trying to do in the world. Citi backs up that support by providing the time of its staff to be able to enhance JA's program.
The benefits go both ways. Citi employees really do enjoy working alongside young people, testing new ideas and developing innovative solutions and products. Our volunteering with JA Africa provides an important opportunity for young people to meet and learn from Citi employees and gain valuable insight from a global bank into how to prepare themselves for productive life in their respective economies.
Youth economic empowerment in Africa is a critical, and it's one of the most important callings that we have to address for the future of this continent. It's very important that we equip young people with entrepreneurship education, because we have to change the narrative of education to respond to the changing reality. The truth is, not every child who's graduating from school now will go into a ready job that's available. The jobs just aren't there. And we have to give them the opportunity and the ability to create their own jobs and jobs for others.
Tomorrow Foundation is a Swiss charity foundation aiming at making Africa a more economically developed, politically stable, and culturally confident continent. The foundation gives access to technologies, training, and assistance that could result in maximum social and economic impact in Africa. From water projects to skills development, technical assistance, or governance advisory, the foundation is active in the areas of education, energy, health, and agriculture. Our founder, Mrs. Maggie Yu, has a long experience in international affairs and the public sector in Europe and Africa. She has always been concerned with human development. She has a professional medical degree and a Master of Communications and Public Relations, an MBA of Global Management in the United States, and a Master of International Relations and Economy in Switzerland. We believe that learning-based development, empowerment, autonomy, and collaboration have greater effectiveness than traditional assistance through funding or turnkey solutions. We consider youth education as a priority to create future leaders and a possibility of change. We developed the concept of soft barriers building, the idea that the multiplication of small-scale development projects, easy to start and addressing most urgent needs of specific communities, is the best way to fight against marginalization and radicalization of most vulnerable populations. The Foundation acts also at a larger scale, an upper level of the populations in need, promoting and assisting the development of more efficient and fairer economic policies and international cooperation. Tomorrow Foundation. Strive today. Strive for tomorrow.